So you all are seeing me and hearing me properly?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Get the journal, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so today is June 21st, 2021, and what we are going to discuss today is how writing something in a diary-like object is going to make you an efficient person, sufficient to take all the challenges. We have been discussing about how to write IdeaPad, and most of the people in this session are very much familiar with IdeaPad. So, in 2005, when I was in a national conference of entrepreneurship, it was in Kerala, it was in Ernakulam, it was stated as KIED, K-I-E-D, that is Kerala Institute of Entrepreneurship Development. That's where we had our session. So there we were really having a problem of logistics, and I was having problem of missing my parents. You know, that time my brother was in UK and I was the only person here, and mom and dad were here. 2005, I was unmarried. So dad and mom was here and I was the only caretaker. I was working as a professor of the engineering college, and they deputed me as a deputant to entrepreneurship development. The idea is that I'll have to go there, attend 15 days conference, and then I'll have to come back here and I'll have to teach that learning to my students. So that's why I was sent as a visiting faculty and a cross-exchange faculty. The homesickness was not allowing me to perform at my fullest potential. Every day we will have to make presentations, and I was the chief coordinator and I was the most youngest. I was 26 at that time, and I was the most youngest person in the conference, and I had to make presentations, and every single day morning it was haunting. Old memories were haunting me, missing my parents were haunting me, and the personal problems I used to have at that point of time haunting me. So I woke up at 4 o'clock as usual, that's my regime. I did not have a gym there, so I had push-ups and I ran, and I made sure that the metabolism was proper and the adrenaline was proper and my heart was functioning proper. The food was not really up to the mark. So that's again another reason why I was feeling so dull. And what happened was, one day morning, I think it was on the 7th day, no, 4th day, so still 15 more days, and when I woke up at on the 4th day, it was a Thursday, and when I realized that I still have 11 more days to go, it was crushing me. It was cringing all over for me. So I did not know, fine, I'll have to take control of this. My name was soft skills trainer Manikandan Sundaresan. Even before my name, they used to call that, okay, call that soft skills trainer from Coimbatore district, Mr. Manikandan. So I was asking myself a question, being a soft skills trainer, you are not able to take control of this ordinary stuff. So I was really having a lot of inner conflicts. And how to go about it? And those days I was only an amateur in therapies and psychology. I did not have my doctorate in psychology. I earned my doctorate in psychology only in 2009. And what I'm speaking about is 4 years before that. So I was not very much comfortable with what was going on. Therapies were distanced substance. So I used to have an A5 diary. An A5 diary is a very large diary. I mean, pretty much similar to what I have as an attendance register. You all have seen that in the direct session. I started writing. I sat in front of the mirror. I somehow finished the day 4 conference. I came back at 4 o'clock. And everybody wanted me to come for, and after 4 o'clock, people will have their snack and all that. They will play shuttlecock for some time, and then they will sing, they will dance, they will have cultural program every day. See, basically the environment is a very fun environment for an youngster, okay? But I was not experiencing the fullest of it. So I said, I was very fast in badminton, so they wanted me to come and play. I said, I'm not coming there. So Dr. Dayal, who was a psychologist in Cochin University, he was a very good friend of mine, a senior friend. He told, sir, I got a sprain in my leg. I told him, and Dr. Dayal told me, okay, Manikandan, the sprain is on your leg or is on your brain? He asked me. Yes, sir, it's a brain sprain. Okay, fine, so take rest. Such an understanding individual he was. So I went into the room. I had a very soaking shower with chill water. The room was fantastic and the arrangement was fantastic. Okay, so I have never gone to such a enticing room in any of my college programs where I was invited as a chief guest. That remains as the best. So I sat in front of the mirror and I had the A5 diary in front of me, and I started writing. I started writing very, very, very wildly. What am I doing here? Why am I feeling like this? What is wrong with me? So I'm a person who has got a lot of integrity, but here there are about 95 people who are listening to me, and those 95 people are not students. They are all teachers, professors, senate members, academic professionals, and I cannot lose myself. I cannot make myself break into pieces. I will have to gather myself together. Likewise, I started writing. You won't believe, I had my cup of coffee at 4 o'clock and I came inside the room, and they stroked the bell for the dinner at 8 o'clock, and when I stopped writing, when I finished writing, it was 10:15 in the night. 10:15 in the night. Rigorous way of writing. I missed many people. I missed my brother. I missed my mother. I missed my father. I missed my Danny. My best friend. I missed many people. So I started writing about all the personal problems and all that. And cell phone kept beeping. Those days it was not the smartphone. I was having a Nokia, the keypad tone, 2005 Nokia model. And plenty of SMS flooding in and plenty of calls flooding, and I never answered anything. It was just a non-answer machine time for me. 10:15, you won't believe, I had huge relief and I felt like a charged monster. And I opened the door as if a big monster is unleashed out of a cage. And I went outside. The first person I met was Dr. Dayal. And he told me, brain strain over. Now I got 3 brains right now. Tomorrow in the conference you will be seeing the best version of Manikandan Sundaresan. I told him. And he was, beautiful. And he said something in Malayalam which I didn't understand. And he gave me a handshake. And we went for dinner. He was the only person who was waiting for me to have the dinner. We went there and we ruffled all the empty vessels and all that, because giraffe, elephant, lion, dogs, everything has come and hunted the dinner vessels already. So we had only left... we were left with only the scavenger food. So we ate our dinner along with the scavenger. அன்னைக்கு எனக்கு ஒரு விஷயம் புரிஞ்சது. A journal can be a friend to you. A journal can be a real revelation to you. A journal can be a torch that will give the illumination in the dark side. அன்னைக்கு முடிவு பண்ணடா journal writing அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு விஷயத்தை பத்தி. In fact, Jim Rohn is a very special person for me. And I've been following plenty of godfathers in the personal development industry. But Jim Rohn, my personal favorite is Anthony Robbins. I'm a huge fan of Anthony Robbins' speaking style. Tony Robbins is the best personal coach in the world. Mohit knows him. So in the United States of America, people are always Tony Robbins fan. Jim Rohn is the mentor for Tony Robbins. Okay? So such a wonderful speaker. If you listen to Jim Rohn, it will be like having an ice cake. And you will feel so soft. So 2004 endly I was listening to Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn பேசினதை listen பண்ணிட்டு I had taken notes, but I have never experienced that. What I experienced was 1 year after that, in 2005. I still remember the building. So whenever I go for some other college program in Kerala, I will make sure that I will go down to the road and I will see the KID building, Kerala Institute of Entrepreneurship Development. So that's when I started writing journal. I started discovering what is journal. So I would like to introduce you to this. It doesn't necessarily mean that you will have to wait till 26 years for discovering the journey of journal writing. So as you could see, I had got various versions of journal. My journals are in a secret place of the house. Even Mitra doesn't know where my old journals are. And this is my current journal, which was gifted by Dakshin Siddharth and his mom. So before this, I used to have big journal. I always used to have very big journal. The very attendance register that you are having for MS evening session, that itself was my journal. And I have converted the journal into attendance register sentimentally. So now let us get into this process of journal writing. Why journal writing and having the journal being very, very stylish is so important. If I look into this, I'm getting attracted with this ancient look, and I will say, I'm going to write something. That attraction has to be there. Because it's your notebook, it's your kind of personal friend, and you can customize it in any way. You can really customize it in any way. The hard cover, the belt, the key, the pen, the page, the fragrance of the page, the texture and all that should really attract you apart from the other official kind of the things. So I'm going to show you some of the, even in the video we will have point by points. The first point, I want you to understand that this is your book. This is your book. Nobody should touch it. Nobody should touch it. That's the first point. It's your book. No one touches it other than you. Why? Because you can write anything. You write in mother tongue, you write in English, you write in your second language, you write in the third language, whatever it may be. It's your book. So that's the first point. Second point, journal has to be customized in your own way. First of all, you should write an identity for the journal. Name it. Like my journey, or like say Dakshin's dictum, or like Kalpita's journal, or like Mitra's pathway. Likewise, you will have to name the journal. That's point number one. And point number two about customizing the journal is, please make sure that it is very, very enticing and spend a little bit more money towards the design of the journal. Having the emerald stone like Kalpita has, and having the ancient kind of the bronze locking system like Mitra has, these things will convey to your subconscious mind that this, I love this, I would like to write something. So this one, this key right over here attached with the belt. So this is the metaphor that I communicate to everyone that don't you dare to touch it. It's going to be only me who is opening it. So likewise, I want you to customize. Name it, design it, and put up some labels. So the first one, understand that it is your book. Second one, customize the journal. Third one is a very important one. Decide what to write in the journal. That's what we are going to speak for about the next 5 minutes. Decide what you are going to write in the journal. What are the things that can be supposed, that are supposed to be written in a journal? And Mitra was asking a question, how is diary writing different from journal writing? Your journal is not your diary. டைரியில் நீ அழுவ, நீ கதறுவ, என்னோட 5 ஸ்டார் எனக்கு திருடிட்டாங்க அப்படின்னு எழுதுவ, எனக்கு ஐஸ்கிரீம் கிடைக்கலன்னு எழுதுவ. No negativity zone. Journal is no negativity zone. The diary is full of negativity zone. Okay, so that's the only difference. So let us now discuss something about what are the things that can be written in a journal. ஒவ்வொருத்தருக்கும் ஒரு அர்த்தம் இருக்கும், ஒவ்வொருத்தருக்கும் அவங்க லைஃப் வேற மாதிரி இருக்கும். If you ask me as your trainer and mentor, I will ask you to use the journal for 6 purposes. Come on, note down, everybody. I want everybody to note this down. So if you are ready with your notebook and pen, fine. So get ready.